What's up, guys? K Wilson. Today I'm gonna do my review of WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view for 2012. And I gotta say, overall, this SummerSlam was great, and one of the best in years. I have to say, I really did enjoy this. So, great wrestling quality in this pay-per-view. The matches were great. Yeah, overall it was very good, except for the whole concert they did with the SummerSlam theme song. WWE needs to realize that these types of events aren't good. The crowd was booing ever since the beginning of that concert. It made no sense. They need to stop with that because nobody's interested in that. They just care about the pay-per-view. So let's get right into it. So the pre-show we had Antonio Cesaro face against the United States champion Santino Marella, and it was for the title. And Antonio Cesaro won. He won the U.S. title, and it was a very good match. And Santino was wrestling pretty good. And I'm glad that he is the champion. And I heard rumors perhaps that when there was Antonio Cesaro that he will retire the U.S. belt and then bring back the European title. And if that does happen, that'd be great for his career. That really would make Antonio stand out. And yeah, I'm glad because honestly, Santino, he hasn't really been defending the belt lately, and it seemed. When Santino, every time he's in matches with, say, Alberto Del Rio or another heel, he's always, enhancing, other talent, instead of being a real champion. But with Cesaro as champion, I'm glad finally somebody new would bring some new storylines. I'm glad it happened. Uh, the next match was Dolph Ziggler versus Chris Jericho. I didn't see this match. I missed it because I had to do something. But saw the very last end where Chris Jericho made Dolph tap out with the walls of Jericho. I've heard people on Twitter saying this was a great match. It was a great opener. Pretty sore because these two can work well together. And I'm not surprised that Chris Jericho won because I was thinking, with the build-up for this match, Dolph was kind of getting, more of the upper hand of Jericho. And Jericho winning, it's not a bad thing for Dolph because when Dolph becomes the world champion and then has another match with Jericho, and then that's when he would beat Jericho because when Dolph is the world champion after he cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase, they really need to work on his world title reign. Like this needs to be so good that people forget about his first 30-minute title reign on SmackDown. I think that's the plan is for Dolph. But for Chris Jericho to win, I'm not too mad about that. It's all right for me. Next match was Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Overall, also the crowd with all these matches, they were great. It was a very good crowd. They were into all the matches. And with Daniel Bryan versus Kane, this was once again a solid match. And pretty much Daniel Bryan got the win. And you had Daniel Bryan chants, and that can mean something good for Daniel in the future. He's over with the crowd, or everybody, all the wrestlers in this pay-per-view were. And Kane went ballistic. He was angry. He threw Josh Matthews in like a table, and it's always funny to see when Josh Matthews he gets hurt somewhere. I don't know. He sells it well, but the match was good, and Daniel Bryan won, which was good for him. Probably end the feud there because this feud has been going on long for quite some time, and they needed to end it for something else for Daniel Bryan to do. The next match was The Miz versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. This match everybody was looking forward to, including myself. Rey Mysterio was dressed as Batman, but actually the outfit looked cool on him. He had a cool attire. And the match was very good. And The Miz won, which was very good because The Miz, he needs to prove that he's a good Intercontinental title champion. And for The Miz to win, it's really good. It's against a guy like Ray, who's a past, Intercontinental champion. I'm glad that The Miz won. In the future, because The Miz is a good heel in my opinion. He's a very good heel, and him as champion, they can enhance other, babyface talent that isn't used, like an Alex Riley, Tyson Kidd, Yoshitatsu. Just, bring out the best in other talent so that they can be featured more. Because WWE needs, more stars, newer stars. So The Miz won in a good match for the IC title. I'm glad they had this match on SummerSlam to really make the championship mean something again because the IC title is one of my favorite championships. Next we had the World Heavyweight Championship match between Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus. Yes, Sheamus. Love Sheamus. And I know a lot of people don't like him as world champion, but honestly, I tolerate him as champion. I've always been a fan of Sheamus and him being world champion and him retaining the title because Sheamus did win this match. Same match like they always had in the past. It was good. And what's funny at the ending was that Sheamus actually took the Sue and pretty much hit Del Rio off the head. I thought that was hilarious. And this was an aggressive match, brawling, and this is something that Sheamus needs more of, to show that he's a fighting champion and he's a true brawler. However, it ended up it kind of ended a little weird because the thing is, when Sheamus hit the Irish curse of Brackbaker, Del Rio had his foot on the rope, but the referee didn't see it. So I don't know if they're still going to continue this feud. I hope they do something new though, a triple threat fatal four-way, because I'm tired of seeing those Sheamus and Del Rio face off. Even though they have good matches, but it gets tiring seeing the same people in the same spotlight. The same thing. It was probably the same problem with Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. We saw that way too much. But yeah, this match was good. Sheamus won. Continue being world champion until when Dolph cashes in. Because I thought Dolph was going to cash in the briefcase after that. Because I thought Del Rio was just going to attack Sheamus and then Dolph was going to come in. But I guess they're going to wait until later on. But still a good match. Next we had the World Tag Team Titles match, where it was Kofi Kingston and R-Truth facing against the Primetime Players. It was pretty funny because during the match they had a Kobe Bryant chant, and yeah, I actually got a good laugh out of that. They weren't saying AW, but they was just chanting Kobe Bryant because the fans knew. The crowd was very good tonight, and this tag team match was very good. And I saw on Twitter, JR, he had posted a tweet about this match. He still believes that tag teams can make a difference and mean something, but they need more TV time. And I completely agree with JR. They need time to have in-ring segments, promos in the ring to show that this division, means something. And R-Truth, I got a good laugh at him because he was wearing these light blue pants, and we know R-Truth for wearing like this dark blue pants. I thought it was just funny, but it still shows that Kofi and R-Truth, that WWE believes them as to be a good tag team in the future, that they have the same ring attire, just like how Kofi and Evan Bourne had it. And the tag team match was very good, and the Primetime Players unfortunately didn't win, and Kofi and R-Truth retained the titles. In the future for the Primetime Players, it's weird not having AW there, but with their character and the charisma that they have, I'm pretty sure they can still get over as a tag team. They just need a little more work, but now. It's like, now I believe the next pay-per-view they should do like a triple threat tag team match or a fatal four-way tag team match, including with Tyler Rek and Kurt Hawkins, even though their gimmick now it's strange, whatever. But the next was the WWE title match between triple threat match, the John Cena versus CM Punk versus the Big Show. CM Punk was wearing a pink and black trunks and leggings, support. Might as well dress as the best in the world. Showing respect. That was pretty cool. And the match was a very good triple threat match. And what I liked about it was that it showed how dominant the Big Show is and how he can be. Because I remember way back in the early 2000s, I remember the ending of SmackDown, where Big Show returned, and pretty much what he did was he destroyed the whole SmackDown roster. And then you kind of saw a little bit of that during this match. Big Show was just dominant. Beating both CM Punk and John Cena at the same time. It was very good to see, Big Show back in his roots in a way. At first, Big Show had tapped out, but the thing is, CM Punk had his submission hold, the Anaconda Vice. I guess that's the new version how he uses it, and John Cena had his, the SDF. But AJ came in, and because it was we didn't know who won. But the thing is with AJ, just a quick thing, I really can't take her seriously as a general manager with her skipping around like that, and just looking at her, and you compare it to like a CM Punk and John Cena, and then looking at her, I liked her as, her character and her wrestling during the time, but as a general manager, I can't take her seriously at all. I can't, nothing against her or anything, but she doesn't look like she can be the boss of all these 200-plus pound guys. It doesn't look credible, But pretty much she came in and she pretty much said restart the match, and the match restarted. And in the end, though, CM Punk did win, and he still retained the WWE title, which I think was a good choice. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, in the back of my head, with Big Show, I was like, you know what? Let Big Show win. Let him be the WWE champion. I was rooting for Big Show for a moment, but that didn't happen, of course. And now CM Punk is still the champion. Now probably move in with CM Punk and John Cena, another match between them. I could see that happening. But yeah, this match was very good. Triple threat match for the WWE title, very good. And finally, the main event: Brock Lesnar versus Triple H, one-on-one. And during this match, I liked how they were still building up this match when Triple H was talking to Scott, the referee, and he pretty much said, you know, Scott, this is going to be a fight, one-on-one. Don't No disqualifications, no countouts. This match is going to end in either someone taps out or someone gets pinned 1, 2, 3. You know, I like that because it showed the seriousness of this match. And this match, Brock Lesnar and Triple H worked very well. And you know, I just forget sometimes how athletic Brock Lesnar is. You know, way back, you know, years ago when he was wrestling. You know, just the way how, you know, this athleticism really kicked in this match, and he was really going for the Kimura throughout the match, and it was just really a fight, a real brawl between Brock and Triple H. However, though, the match ended up pretty in a surprise because Brock Lesnar had the Triple H hit him with the pedigree, and then Brock came out of nowhere with the Kimura, and Triple H just tapped out. And I was just hoping we might see HBK, but I guess he was right when he said he wasn't going to appear on SmackDown. I mean, on SummerSlam. And you know, Brock Lesnar won, which was good because it wouldn't make sense for him to lose again because he already lost to John Cena, and to lose to Triple H, and you really think what was the point for him ever returning? But yeah, Brock Lesnar won. He made Triple H tap out, and in the end, you know, he saw Triple H. He said he was sorry. He just walked out. Possibly the end of the game, but we all know that's not going to happen because Triple H still come back somehow, you know, in the main event match, whatever. But yeah, overall, this pay-per-view was great. SummerSlam this year, 2012, phenomenal show. Except for that concert, that was just BS. Very good pay-per-view, all solid matches. The crowd was great. This was a SummerSlam to remember. This was very good. So let me know your thoughts below. What you thought about this year's SummerSlam, the 25th anniversary of SummerSlam. What you liked about it, what you disliked about it. What was your, you know, favorite matches in this pay-per-view? Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.